Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today we're going to react to NFL Street 2 was a masterpiece. I never played NFL Street. I sucked at it. NFL season is right around the corner. I will be putting the poll up. And yes, I know I haven't been playing video games on this channel for a while. I did not abandon the video games. I'm taking a break until football season starts up. Because once football season starts up, I'm going to go back to this being a gaming channel and less of a reaction channel. I'm still going to do a couple of reactions, but I'm going to limit my reactions to like 4 videos. 4 videos. That's it. It's going to be 4 videos. It's going to be a sports video, a music video, a wrestling video, and probably a prim or movie video, depending on who I decide to do. But other than that, though, I'm not really going to be focusing too much on that. It's going to be 4 videos, 4 reaction videos, or better yet, it depends, though, how I feel. I might do reaction videos, but I still could possibly end up doing gameplay videos. Plus, we got Mortal Kombat coming out in September. So there's that. I'm trying to get ready for that as well. So yeah, as this fucking train in the background won't shut the fuck up. Bitch, we know you here. Shut up. Anyway, so let's get right into this video.
EA Sports.
Goddamn, that's loud.
The NBA Street Series was a massive success back in the early 2000s. While the first NBA Street title was a fun, well-made arcade-style streetball game, its sequel, NBA Street 2, took things to a whole nother level, solidifying EA Sports Big as one of the best sports publishers around at the time.
Refreshing.
Let's go back in time a bit. Back in 1999, Electronic Arts was making some major changes. They went from this logo to this one, and separated their games.
That's not the logo they changed to.
Labels.
Put the right logo up.
EA Games,
that's the
EA
right
Sports,
logo.
And EA Sports Big. The latter would be used for more casual sports games that were less about simulation and more about over-the-top arcade action and accessibility. Many classic titles were released over the next half-decade under the Big label, including the aforementioned NBA Street titles, the SSX snowboarding series, and even a motocross game called Freakstyle, and more. In 2008, EA rebranded their Big label to EA Sports Freestyle, but that only lasted for 3 games, including a strange boxing game called Facebreaker and NASCAR kart racing. And that was it for EA Sports Big. FIFA Street and SSX would eventually be rebooted in 2012, but they were under the regular EA Sports label. You may be wondering why these labels matter, and why I'm still talking about them this far into the video, but EA Sports Big was probably EA's best run in terms of consistently releasing innovative, high-quality sports games.
Facts.
That label had some prestige to it, and a lot of people miss it dearly. There's even a recent article from less than 2 years ago claiming that 20 years later, EA Sports Big was still the best thing EA had ever done. Before EA killed off the Big label, but after EA killed off the great NFL 2K series by signing an exclusive rights agreement with the NFL, EA decided to try and fill the void left next to Madden by releasing another NFL game under EA Sports Big. Inspired by the success of NBA Street and borrowing elements from the older NFL Blitz titles, it was a no-brainer, and NFL Street was born. I made a retrospective on that game 3 years ago, and while the first NFL Street was a great game, the best NFL Street title was easily its sequel, NFL Street 2. Street 2 took everything great about NFL Street but improved upon it, not only by refining the gameplay experience, but also by adding new features in game modes such as the Own the City career mode. If you're looking for the best NFL Street title to play, Street 2 is that. This game was a masterpiece that was not only a massive hit back then, but it's still popular today. The game's community has continued releasing unofficial roster updates over the years, and with modern emulation, the game can be played on most computers or smartphones. Let's take a deeper look at what made NFL Street 2 so iconic, and how it helped the EA Sports Big label become so popular.
this game came out in the same year as the first one. It's crazy.
When starting the game, you're met with a tutorial pop-up, which I highly recommend playing through. It really helps you learn all the different moves in the game and how controls work. Coming from a traditional football game, NFL Street 2 feels like something completely different. You can jump off walls, throw no-look passes, run double reverses and college-style option runs, showboat and more. After completing the tutorial, you get to play a quick game, and this is where you can test what you learned from the tutorial. There's a decent learning curve to this game, but once you get it, the gameplay is just so much fun. The best part of gameplay is carried over from the previous game, Game Breaker. There's a bar at the top of the screen that fills up as you score, perform moves, and make players miss. Once it's filled up, you can activate it and go absolutely nuts, like the Beast Mode run on steroids. On defense, Game Breaker will force a fumble. The big change to NFL Street 2 is Game Breaker 2. Instead of using your first Game Breaker, you can optionally save it and fill up a second Game Breaker bar. And once both are full, you can perform a Game Breaker 2, which is an even more extreme version. The Game Breaker mechanic makes the game so much fun, as it adds progression to gameplay within each game, and it gives you a reason to keep playing. You know how much fun it is to drive backwards in a NASCAR game and just end everyone's career? That's how it feels when you activate Game Breaker. It's violent chaos in the best possible way. When starting a regular pickup game, you draft your team and then jump right in. Your players play on both sides of the ball, so you have to be careful to keep your team balanced. Otherwise, you could have a terrible defense if you only drafted offensive players, for example. This is the best mode for playing with a friend. Think MUT Draft, only a lot more fun and chaotic once you get on the field. Own the City is the new career mode for NFL Street 2. It starts with a custom character creator that is insanely in-depth. You can give your character a gold chain, a shirt or no shirt, a Sarasota Seaman tattoo, a sideways visor, and so much more. I had almost as much fun as I did playing the games as I did creating this guy. You're then shown a cutscene and thrown into a 1v1 match, which is really unique for a football game. Imagine playing one-on-one tackle football with one of your friends. It's an absurd idea, but it actually works pretty well within the game. You then play pickup games in different locations until you're ready to face Exhibit's team. And if you beat him, you actually get to import your character into Madden NFL 06's Superstar mode. NFL Challenge returns from Street 1, where you build a team over 150 days by competing against squads of NFL legends and completing challenges. This is the main game mode of NFL Street 2, and it's the one you'll probably spend the most time playing. It's awesome. Street events are unique spins on the game of football, including Crush the Carrier, Jump Ball Battle, Open Field Showdown, 2-Minute Challenge, 4-on-4, and Quick Strike, each providing new and interesting ways to play the game. The game's iconic soundtrack not only plays during menus, but also during games. The soundtrack is a massive part of the game, and along with the really well-designed fields, it helps shape the game's atmosphere. While today the soundtrack sounds very 2000s, back in the day it was absolute fire. Featuring rap, punk rock, and rebellious music, it was such a different tone from most other sports games. Even today, this game is still popular, with an active community releasing updated rosters and files. With PCSX2, you can play the game in 4K on your computer. I genuinely had a blast playing through this game, and playing with a friend with 2 controllers is some of the best fun in any sports game ever. If this game existed today, I really think it would be a massive success.
Facts.
New games like Wildcard Football and ESG Football 24 look to be heavily inspired by NFL Street, and with modern online capabilities, they could be a huge hit. Time will tell, however. For now, we still have NFL Street and NFL Street 2. NFL Street 3 wasn't bad, but it wasn't as iconic or good as Street 2 in my opinion, and NFL Tour is something we don't talk about.
Facts.
The EA Sports big label was awesome, resulting in some of the most unique sports games ever made. In today's era of generic, lifeless licensed sports titles that only exist to make an easy buck, it feels like a breath of fresh air to go back and play NFL Street 2 with friends. This is a game that existed only to be insanely fun. There's nothing like this game. Not even NBA Street or FIFA Street compare. Football is a violent sport, and this game fully highlights that in a way we may not ever see again. NFL Street 2 was a masterpiece, and I highly recommend picking it up, even today. Thanks for watching.
Alrighty, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I'll see y'all in the next video. Till then, peace out.